After Governor Rick Snyder's second State of the State address, there is still a lot to digest.
Thank goodness 24-hour News 8's political reporter Rick Alvin is here. You were with the governor just moments before the speech started last night, and you spoke with a lot of lawmakers afterward. What's the takeaway in the day after here, Rick?
There are so many different issues, so many different things we talked about. First of all, the governor looked back and forward, drawing attention to proposals that he was successful in getting passed. He was equally transparent about plans he laid out that did not materialize. In the areas of unemployment and the state's bond rating, the governor pointed to improvement. But on crime, obesity, and a number of education fronts, he said there is more work to be done. Overall, he was upbeat when we spoke just before he entered the House chamber, particularly about the new jobs for the state, jobs numbers for the state. Later reaction from lawmakers was mixed, largely depending on party, ranging from optimism about the upcoming budget process to skepticism about too few details.
We created probably 80,000 plus private sector jobs in Michigan over the last year, and the trend's very positive. I mean, this is what we've been waiting for. It's here. Now let's do the right things and make sure we implement all these wonderful things we put in place.
Well, I think we laid the groundwork last year, eliminated all the one-time fixes, and this year's budget certainly won't be as challenging as last year's budget.
Last year was changing direction. This year is going to be a year for implementation, and I think we're on the right track. He clearly showed in his dashboard that we've turned the corner.
Well, we made a lot of progress, I think, in 2011 with kind of the goals he set for the state. And I think his message tonight is, let's not dwell on that. Let's not get overconfident that our state's going to all of a sudden be this empire. But let's put our foot on the gas and continue to push to make this state something it can be.
Talked a lot about relentless positive action, but he didn't say who was positive for. And I think he's going to wait to drop a lot of those details at the budget, which is unfortunate.
I think he's got maybe a lot of things in the burner, but I think he did. He talked about, obesity, and he talked about customer service and other things. We just need to hear details.
There is much more to talk about with the governor, and we will sit down with him for this week's To the Point to ask for details on his speech and more on his agenda for the coming year. You can see that all Sunday morning at 10 o'clock on Wood TV 8.